GMGAGN, Degens, Diamond Hands, and everybody in between, and welcome back to the Door Show! I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Cap'n Colt Stroker, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with your boy, today's special guest of the day, joining us in about 30 minutes from now, and do our own research together. Now, before we can do any of that, my friends, need you to do a couple of things for moi. Item number one, please take a quick second to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Door Show on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over there as well, so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. Or if you're watching on the Bird app, that being Twitter, hit that follow button, that notification bell there as well, so you never miss any of the additional Diamond Hand Radio social media content. But if you are on Twitter, also slide on over to YouTube, because we cannot see your comments over there, but we can see them on YouTube, and the live chat is popping. So come on over here, hang out for the live show. Or if you are also listening to the pod on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button or follow button right here, right now, because the audio of every single episode is released after each live show is complete. Next item up on the docket, you can be so kind, you can find it in your heart to do so while you are watching today's show. Hey, hit that other like button, leave me a comment, leave me ready to jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching live. Not only is that how we start every show by saying, GM, what do you know? We also connect throughout the entire show. Damn, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. And that's how we run the giveaway of every single day. So make sure you are in the live YouTube chat. Again, does not work on Twitter, so be in the live YouTube chat. And last, little bit of information. If you could be so kind as to also hit that share button. Send it on over to your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned diamond hander and somebody who could use a little bit of knowledge and insights about the NFT and Web3 space from time to time. Can't thank you enough when you do all those things. It only helps me make Diamond Hand Radio bigger and better for each and every one of you. Smooth as a baby's bottom. Woo! Let's go! Come on, I love when I don't mess up that damn bumper intro shit. Because I never go back and I don't go back and re-record it. So when I don't mess it up, kids, it's gonna be a good Monday. Speaking of a good Monday, boy oh boy, it's been a great one for me so far. I've been in a couple of spaces. I've had some wild shit go down for me. But before we do that, you know the drill. Let's hop into the live chat, baby. You see the shirt. We got the first man here live in prime time. I got to do it for the one time. Bro, crew! Come on, baby. You know the drill. How can you just be walking down the street and see that and not want to ask me a question about it? I mean, come on. That's absolutely gorgeous. Let's also say what's up to Dr. J, the man, the myth, the legend, OQP, PLP, DHR, MMD, RRC, LFG, and also NFG. No fucks given, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, woke zombie wifey. I will check my 500 texts. Actually, you want me to be precise with you? Precise would be 125 on the fucking dot. So, yeah, I've seen you guys been blowing me up. Been a little bit busy on a show right now. Talk to you guys after. Appreciate you. GM, Toxic. Good to see you back, my brother. Love to see you. GM 12, Tommy boy. Good to see you, my brother. It's the funky Comadina. Going with Jay Groove. What up, brother? Good to see you, my man. Jack Warren, official member of the Brew Crew. GM. Look at all you guys. Oh, open 24 hours. Let's go, baby. 24365. Let's go, baby. Yeah, you're damn right. I had to look. It's absolutely insane. You gosh darn keyboard warriors over there. Why don't we hop on a doggone call? Like, how is a guy supposed to go through 125 freaking text messages that have probably covered a lot of information? You see why we need Twitter Spaces? You see why we need Web3? This shit does not fly. I draw a line in the sand here, and from hence, you do not cross. Just kidding. Love you all. GM. Now, before we go anywhere, my friends, I got to spread the good news. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you didn't see it this morning, but tweeted it, or if you don't follow Diamond Hand Radio, either one, and you can follow me right there, Cap'n Colt, at Cap'n Colt, or at DMND Hand Radio on Twitter. Was approached last week by a group of gentlemen that I highly respect. You might have seen some changes to the opening bumper slide there. You might notice a change here pretty doggone soon, but I wanted to be the first to announce that the boys backed the Brinks truck up to the old Bayside Production Studios, and they said, hey, Cap, we believe in what you're doing. We love the vibes you're throwing out. And I said, boys, no. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. No, I didn't even hesitate. I didn't delay. I said, come on, let's go. RRC for life, baby. So officially, for the first time ever live in prime time, the Door Show has a new title sponsor. They are officially the Respected Rhinos Club, ladies and gentlemen. And check this out. Oh, baby. Stick it up top there. Just looking absolutely gorgeous up in the top right corner. Shout out to HD, JTR, and everybody over at the Respected Rhinos Club. You know I'm a holder. You know I hold my 5. I highly suggest you check them out at Respected Rhinos on Twitter. You can slide on over there. You can check out all the official links. And I also highly suggest you mince you a couple rhinos. I got 5 in my collection. I'm always leveling up, and they're just a little bit more than those 5 main traits you better heard about in an old mega space. Now, that all being said, this is more than just a benefit for me, more benefit for JTR and HD. This is a benefit for the Respected Rhinos Crash. This is a benefit for the DHR fam. If you guys are here at the baseline level, at the bottom level, this is absolutely huge, because not only are you the start of something very, very special and the start of something very, 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 very big that I am extremely passionate about, and I see a lot of possibilities, and obviously the Respected Rhinos do as well. And if you're a part of this early and right now, there's no telling the benefits that can come from this. Let's just say my man over there at the Respected Rhinos Club are a little bit connected, if you will, and could definitely provide us with some solid opportunities. But before I get down any other rabbit holes and who knows what comes from this and what benefits you could acquire, I humbly desire that you would stick around. The Cap Town, now sponsored officially by the Respected Rhinos Club. Let's go. The Door Show has a new title sponsor. Welcome to all the Respected Rhinos Club, all the fam. Thank you so much, Respected Rhinos, for being the first official title sponsor. Here's to whatever the future may hold. That all being said, my friends, it is now officially time to release the secret phrase of the day. It is Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. Got to be with a Z on the end of both of them. Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. If you didn't know, if you didn't see, my man, $1 billion Bandz, my boy. Oh, one of the first OGs I met in the space. One of the first hype men I met in the space outside of Baby Yo, coming on today. He's fresh out of NFT NYC. We'll talk all about that, everything in between. But Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. You see it right below me, right there, is the official secret phrase of the day. Sorry, my mind just went blank because I saw Brew Crew, and I know that was kind of confusing. But yeah, let me not even say that to confuse you guys. Just Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. All right, all that being said, my friends, it is now officially time to get into the first segment of the day before we jump back into the chat and say what's up. NFT 101. Hey, big shouts to you if you're out there sipping the black elixir of the gods as well. I don't care what time it is, if it's 1 p.m. or if it's also 10 a.m. You know, sometimes we just got to do it. So, you know, I need a couple sips. Hold on a minute. Woo! Hold up. 1 sec. Woo! Okay. Yeah. That'll do the trick. Now, one more reminder, secret phrase of the day, Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. It must be entered in the live YouTube chat. It cannot be entered in the live Twitter chat. Periscope does not transfer it over. Looks like we already got 10 entries, so it is working for the day. Mo Bandz, Mo Problems, Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. Okay, let's dive into NFT floor prices, my friends, and how in the hell can we control them? And what the hell are they? What is everything in between? Well, you know, first things first, I want to go back to a article that I found a long time ago. Not even really that long ago. Maybe it was one of the first episodes I did. Maybe like episode 2 or 3, somewhere in that ballpark. And the article read, the headline read, "Floor prices go down as NFT sales rise." And that, number one, is the problem. Floor prices are going down because paper handlers overinvested in NFTs and were freaking out because they had no idea what they were doing. They've never invested in anything before, and they've simply just overinvested themselves and overleveraged themselves in the NFT space. I've said it a lot over the last few days. NFTs, crypto investing, period. That's what this is at the end of the day, even though they're pictures of funny monkeys and rhinos and beer cans, and even all that is the truth. These are investments at the end of the day. And investing is a contact sport. And if you do not have enough padding to survive a few hits, then you do not need to be in the game. Point blank, period, my friends. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But that all being said, that was kind of what was happening. People were just, and we're still kind of seeing it, even post NFT NYC. What I predicted, people coming back from NFT NYC and only buying NFTs to get involved in VIP parties or whatever the hell the case might have been, right? They come back and they, well, there's no more value to this. I don't need this anymore. And they just drop it on the floor for no reason in particular. Well, here I stand, here I rise. Please come on, give me some more, my guys and gals. Man, I am on fire today. It is just, woo, sometimes I get to walking down these sentence hallways and it's just like, get me the fuck out of here. But today, I'm on it right now. I'll tell you what. NSFW for a second, okay? And I don't want to piss anybody off. I don't want you to hate the show forever or hate me forever, but I got to say some shit, okay? Number one, fucking floor price. Okay, I am on the Ether Brews fucking team, and that will never change. I will always be on the fucking Ether Brews team, and I know fucking shit, okay? Been doing it for a little while. A lot of people on the team been doing it longer than me, but I know a fucking thing or two, and I've been in the space for about 7 months now, so that feels like about 10 years, so I think we're all on the same page here. That being said, no member of any team ever sets a floor price. You will never see me, Baby O, Up Too Late, Duncan, Ace, anybody of any HD, JTR, Pablo, NY, you will never see any of us drop something on the floor, nay, even double the floor, nay, even maybe double what the hell we paid for it. Okay? That's number one. I own a shitload of brews. Everybody saw how many brews I own. And the reason is because I, Cap and Colt, can make an impact. I can make a difference. I don't have to make $200 right now. I'll sacrifice a quick flip now to make 200,000 later, nay, 2 million later. I will sacrifice, because that's what I view this as. Do you guys not realize that we'll talk about the Ether Brews, how significant they are in this space? The first 3D generative, fully interactive NFT. There's no other NFT that does it. And you guys have the audacity to sell Duncan's art for $30. You smoking fucking dope? I mean, obviously not, because I enjoy the Lord's Kale, and I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. Blowing my mind by the second, and I'm sniping, scooping, swooping, and blooping. I don't know what the fuck that last word was, but it rhymes. I'm telling you guys, it does not take a rocket scientist to figure this fucking shit out. I'm not even interested in doubling my investments at this point in time. I'm not even interested in 10xing my investments at this. I mean, I guess that would be pretty tight. If 10x, I would probably flip that fucker. Let me not overspeak. But I believe so much in this space that JPEGs are going to literally be hieroglyphs on the fucking pyramids. And people are throwing this shit away for fucking $20 because, oh my gosh, the market is falling. Oh! Why? It's not going anywhere. If you were on the Rhino space on Saturday, some fine young lady, hey, shout out to you. If you found me again, if you're watching my show, I am live in primetime. I told you I put my face on this Twitter and this YouTube every single day. I don't run from this space and I don't think it. And I hope you follow me and I hope you stick around till September, like I told you, when this baby's gonna be banging again. I'm not saying 5K, I'm not even saying 3K, but it's gonna feel real good because I'm gonna talk about some shit today that's you're gonna say, whoa, really, Cap? That's really going on? Yeah, it's really going on. So, my friends, from me to you, from the heart, in going back to put a cap on it, that's why they call me Cap, put a proverbial cherry on top of the NFT 101 Sunday, I can make a difference. You can make a difference. Instead of investing in these free mints or the shit that might moon or this shit that might be a good long-term hold, invest in what you know is the Ether Brews, the respected Rhinos, the Grandpa Ape Country Club. If you can't, check out the Max. I'm going to talk about them today. There's so many amazing people in that community that will do crazy shit for you, man. And all you have to do is get involved. And the Chad and Brads and the woke zombies. And I mean, I could name projects for days. And that's not the point of this. The point is whatever you're involved in, even if it isn't a blue chip right now, you can make it one. You can make it one. And the more you hold, the firmer your diamond hands become, the better these projects go. And the faster this space gets to where everybody is mass adopting it. And the faster that you actually become that millionaire. So instead of chasing bullshit, trying to become a millionaire, because let's be honest, we all came into this space to make money. I did. I've stayed for the community. I've stayed for what I've learned and the man I've become and am continually becoming day by day. But just hold for a moment. Hang tight. Remember, at Diamond Hand Radio, we don't only hold, we hold each other up. So if you get a little worried, you get a little scared, come lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. Y'all think I didn't do this shit live in prime time too? Come on. I'm the same goofball. I'm never going to change. And we're going to be here rocking and rolling 5, 10, 20 years from now. I'm going to be laughing at this OG show. Can't wait. I can't wait till the big dogs come knocking. Cannot wait. But my friends, it's all because of you. You can set these NFT prices whatever you want. You can set the floor prices wherever you want. You dictate it. You dictate this space, and you are the ones. Do not forget that. So closing out the segment, because obviously I could go for another 10 gajillion babillion minutes. The secret phrase of the day on this to wrap up segment number 1 of the day, NFT 101. Mo Bandz, mo problems. Mo Bandz, mo problems. Both with a Z. Both with a Z. Mo Bandz, mo problems. Now that officially does it for the first segment of the day, NFT 101, and we keep this proverbial podcast train steaming on down the tracks for the second segment of the day, officially now brought to you courtesy of the respected Rhinos Club. Unless anybody else slides in the DMs. Who knows? Maybe there's already conversations. I have no idea. Who the hell knows what the hell's going on? No. Maybe not. But for now, shout out the RRC. Shout out to the Crash. Shout out to everybody out there. And let's move in to the second segment of the day. Word on the chain. Couldn't get it down fast enough. Hold on. I needed an extra couple sips. That shit's too fast sometimes. It's only 12 seconds. Oh, shit. I can't mute this mic like I can on Twitter Spaces, so I got to power through sometimes. Again, Mo Bandz, mo problems. If you're entering it on Twitter and you're like, what the hell, Cap? Why aren't you responding to me? What the hell's going on? Because I can't see the damn Twitter comments, okay? Need you to be on over here in YouTube chat, in YouTube land, and we'll all be hanging out with you together. Speaking of, shout out to the chat. Let me see what's going on. We'll chain this to word on the chain, so we got that. Everybody's seen it. Shout out, Jay Nolan. Good to see you, my brother. I'm glad I can make you laugh, my man. Tooks, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, my brother. Pablo, Mo Bandz, mo problems. Truth in the source. He's absolutely, half chubbed at this point in the game with all that knowledge bombs that I was dropping. Thank you as well. Truth in the source. You were an absolute legend, my man. Thank you for the gift over this weekend. I'll say say it live in prime time. I appreciate you, my brother. Who else we got in here? Oh, Chris Miller says, I'm diamond hands for life. I ain't dropping no six-pack. Fuck you talking about? Oh, y'all just wait. Y'all just wait. The shit's coming. The shit's coming. Oh, hey. Bocephus got out of the second cattle guard, through the first, back into time, and now he refreshed. He can finally see. Hey, shout out Bocephus. Shout out Bocephus. Shout out Bocephus. Hey, Bocephus became a member of the respected Rhinos Crash over the weekend. Holy shit, I totally forgot. Shout out Bocephus. So now Bocephus is even more part of the community than any of us even realized. Shout out Cephas. We're going to build that doggone antenna, if I do say so myself. All right. Before I keep jabbering, blabbering, gabbering on, before we bring on the guest of the day, let's talk about a little hot topics going on. Maybe that segues us into some stuff we can talk about with the old legendary Bandz. But before we do, just wanted to flex real quick here. I did last week a little bit, but I didn't have much time. So I want to shout these guys out real quick. Shout out to my GAC fam. Goodness gracious, all Friday. I mean, I made the decision to pick this guy up on a severe discount. A severe discount. Was probably one of the best investment decisions of my life, if I do say so. Shout out to GAC. It has been incredibly amazing to be on the green so far. I don't even have words for it. I got this gifted from JTR, co-founder, the prez of the respected Rhinos Club. The kittens are a huge thing. Everybody who's a MAC holder, GAC holder knows that. So this blew my mind. And then this morning, I'm talking with my boy G, just hanging out. Shout out Grandolph when you're watching, tuning in. I know you're probably asleep right now. You'll see this later. Shout out all my other GAC fam. Let's go GAC. Woo! Shout out all my GAC fam. Come on. I'm sitting there and he goes, hey, Cap, check your wallet. You know, appreciate everything you do. I said, whoa, wait the fuck. Hold on. Wait a minute. What the hell are you talking about? And I look and this thing sits in my wallet. Are you kidding me right now? This thing sits in my wallet. The zombie, do you see the hat? The hat's even got for crying out loud, he's smoking a little spliffski, just like your boy. You know the drill. I mean, it is absolutely, I still don't have words. I'm still trying to put my head around it, but that guy essentially looks like that guy. And that really has me just all types of excited. I mean, that is just like, you know, even his collar blows out. You see what I'm saying? Come on, Grandolph. Come on, dude. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Seriously, like for any other news, and our guest of the day has joined us. Hey, Billion, before I bring you on, my brother, you might want to, if some reason your cam's not connected, well, maybe you haven't turned it on or anything, but whatever if you got to do whatever, I'll come back to that. However, thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. Like, it would not be without you guys that this show exists, right? Like, seriously, without you guys, I don't exist as a platform. Diamond Ham Radio doesn't exist. The Door Show doesn't exist. Java and Jams doesn't exist. Cap and Colt doesn't exist. Like, I'm Colton Soroka. Like, I don't hide who I am, right? Like, most people won't even say that. Like, I don't hide who I am. That's how bullish I am on this space. And I think about you guys. Like, every move I make is like a chess move now. Like, we're out here playing chess while everybody's playing checkers. And seeing it from a 50 million foot view and being surrounded with other people, man, it's cool. It is really fucking cool. And it's why I keep showing up every single day. And I hope that Diamond Hands are getting stronger for you. Because if guys like this will back guys like this, wipe dipshit off forehead this morning. We're going places, kids. We're going places, and you guys are part of it. But let's talk a little bit before we dive into the special guest of the day. He was resetting some stuff. I think he was resetting his cam. Before we dive into that, let's talk a little bit of nonsense going on around here. MoonPay. You guys know the MoonPay exchange. I haven't really ever used it. I'm going to be honest. Full transparency. I'm not going to lie to you whatsoever. But I know it's an exchange. Comes to my knowledge, word on the chain has it, item number 1, they're launching their own doggone NFT platform. They're calling it Hypermint. And here's the best part. They're partnering with Universal Pictures, Death Row Records, and Fox Studios in this venture. And the biggest thing that I pulled out that I want you guys to take note of this is adding large numbers of NFTs. So I've been asking guests a lot, what's the next iteration of NFTs? What's the next iteration of everything in between? And I think you got your answer right there. We've been talking a lot of gaming, and now major players like Universal, Death Row, and Fox wanting large collections. Can you say ownership rights to cartoons, to sitcoms, to some of your favorite artists across the board, yet NFTs are dying, yet this market is going to shit, yet it's going to be gone by the end of the day? Why is Universal Records or Universal Pictures, Death Row Records, and Fox Studios getting involved in a time like this? I don't know. Just a little something to think about, and to remember that the big boys are coming to play. So, word on the chain has it, item number 2, that the Ukrainian government, or Ukraine, however you want to look at it, we all know, T's and P's to all of them. This show does not get political whatsoever, because that is not my expertise. I don't know shit about fuck at the end of the day. I just know about NFTs and Web3, so don't ask me this shit. Ukrainian government, they owned a cyberpunk and they actually sold it. So cyberpunk number 5364 was sold for 90 ETH. Sold for 90 ETH, about $100,000 with current ETH prices right now. But it was basically for war efforts and their people and all that stuff right now. And I was looking into it. Turns out they've amassed over 330 NFTs over the course of this whole thing in donation. Not even going out and sweeping floors and buying them, like, no laughing matter, but people have been donating high value NFTs that they can go out and sell and continue to keep themselves afloat while everything, their infrastructure in between, is crumbling around them. So pretty damn cool that they were able to sell a cyberpunk. It's bigger than JPEGs, man. It's bigger than JPEGs. Things like that are what are possible in the future. Let's see here. Word on the chain. Item number 3 has it that NFT Ticks, a New Jersey-based startup, has partnered with Exit Festival. NFT Ticks, as you can probably put 2 and 2 together, kind of like the new StubHub of Web3. StubHub hadn't made the move yet, so I guess somebody's got to, some little startup. They have now partnered with the Exit Festival. If you've not heard of that, it is one of the largest music festivals in Europe. I don't listen to all, I mean, I do from time to time, but the EDM scene, all that shit, it really ain't my scene, if I do say so myself. However, they're partnering with them. If a huge festival in Europe, I mean, I there's plenty of videos and articles you can read about the Exit Festival. Okay, dope, sick. Also got a message. You're good, Billion. All right, you're all good. I'll take plenty of time to talk. So he's just having a little minor technical difficulties. He'll be here soon. It's okay. My boy Bandz. So back to the Exit Festival. I mean, if NFT Ticks in the Exit Festival, like the Exit Festival most notably, is going to go out of their way to partner with a US-based, New Jersey-based startup, NFTs are dying, crypto market shit. This is going to be gone by the end of the day. So maybe just ignore everything that I say. I don't know, man. What else? What else do you want from me? What else do you want from me at this point in time? I mean, come on, for crying out loud. And I understand, because word on the chain, item number 4. Shit. Sometimes it's letters, not numbers over here, and my brain short circuit sometimes. Item number 4 is, I understand. I get it can be hard, and I'm trying to, I was having this conversation with this of a reference back to the young lady of, I'm the media of Web3. Like, hello, I'm the media. I'm trying to change all of this nonsense, the big wigs, the left, the right, the what the fuck ever is going on out there, and trying to be unbiased and collect a lot of information from a lot of different sources and then bring it to you guys unbiasedly. I have no reason to have some type of agenda. I just want to grow this space. I just want to have some fun at the end of the day. So I pop open the old NFT news channel, or the NFT news website. In quotes, headline of the day: Formerly rich NFT buyers party through the pain. So this is in reference to NFT NYC, which is just absolutely bananas. I cannot believe that for the life of me, it's a publication that it gets published on an NFT website is even allowed to have a headline that would say some stuff like that. But I mean, what are we even talking about at this point in the game? I don't want to say fook the media, but fook the media, for crying out loud. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. And I guess the overarching theme is just be careful what you read and be careful what you are reading. Like, actually read. Like, don't just scroll through and take everything as face value because something headline says some shit somewhere. Like, just stop. Like, actually read if you're going to read, or just tune into unbiased shows. Like, you don't even have to just only tune into my show. Tune into multiple shows, multiple spaces, but just make them unbiased. At the end of the day, just make them unbiased. So that does it with that. And then NFT NYC, everybody that I've talked to, and we'll talk to Bandz about it when he does join us here. Everybody that I've talked to, it seems like they just had the best time of their lives. They networked like crazy. They absolutely loved every second of it. From what I understand, it was one of the best times that anybody could ever had. So I'm looking forward to NFT Las Vegas. I hope everybody else is too. I don't know. I don't know. It blows my mind. I guess it's just, to quote my man Baby Yo, our lack of understanding is what holds us back. And, I just think so many people are holding themselves back right now for no reason in particular. No reason in particular. And a lot of people that follow me or used to follow me on Twitter may be seeing this. And I hope this is your wake up call. But then again, it probably won't be either way. Who's to say, who's to know? We're all crazy and we buy animated rhinos for a living and flip them, and beer cans. Great. Wonderful. Yeehaw. All right, my friends. That all being said, that does it for everything I had on word on the chain. Had to get a little extra windy. Bandz hasn't joined us yet, so I'm going to hop in the DMs real quick, make sure he's all good and groovy to go. While we do that, there is the secret phrase of the day: Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. If you are on Twitter, make sure you come over to YouTube, because the Twitter comments do not transfer over to the number one, the giveaway software, or also number two, the actual live chat. So the live chat over there is only YouTube comments. For some reason, Twitter ones do not flow in. So if you want to get into the daily Door Show giveaway, which is one Crookz, make sure you dive into the live YouTube chat and you enter Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. That is Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on over here. All right. Well, I'm gonna try sending my boy a fresh link here. He says, let's see what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. One moment, bear with me. I'm just I'm trying to type and talk to you all at the same time. I'll hop in the live chat and say what's up to you guys here in just a second. Let's see here. All right. While we're waiting on that, let's say what's up to the old chat. What's popping? What's going on? How we darn? All right. What's going on in here? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got anything that's anything I talked about? Did I? Isn't very clear. Did you shave half your head off? No, Bocephus. I am still fully here, my friend. I'm still all the way here, my friend. Unless you're talking about my part. I do have a part. Maybe, hey, hey, here we go. Hey, there you go. You guys see my hair for the first time. Hey, how about that? How about that fresh fade? I actually need to clean it up. But hey, yeah, that's I got one of them there old hard parts. Now you guys saw for the first time, but I just don't feel like putting gel in it because I fuck that. Like, it takes way too much time, and I would rather just do this, and that's only for special occasions. And there you go. Merry Christmas. Now everybody knows what the hell my hair looks like. What the hell else we got going on? Yeah, I'm fucking pumped for Vegas too. I've been looking at some shit. I'm locked in. I gotta make a couple other things, figure out what the hell's going on 100%. But yeah, 150%. I am I am being in Vegas. What the hell's going on here? I'm trying to figure out what the hell you guys are talking about. It looks like it's Bocephus. Looks like a half cap. I don't even. You guys. I don't even know what to say about you guys. You guys are absolutely bananas. What the hell else we got? Wait, did Medina have a difficult question? Somebody give me a question. Somebody, what the hell's going on out there? Our guest of the day is having an absolute hell of a time. I'm gonna try sending him a fresh link over here. Hopefully it doesn't shut everything down. I mean, it's just it's one of those things. Some things happen, shit happens in life, and one thing leads to another, and hey, we get through it. It's all fucking good. So trying to copy this bad boy. Let's see. Here's a fresh link. We'll do that. There's a fresh link, and we'll see if he can join us live in prime time. We'll see what happens. We'll see if he can say, "Hey, hi, how you doing?" I certainly hope he can, but it certainly seems like he is having one hell of a time. So yeah, how am I, sir? Wow. I'm fucking spectacular, dude. I have how okay, can we hold on? I'll get back to you here in just a second, Ragnar. I'm not going away from this. Midnight items and how to read a contract yet. No, we haven't, Bocephus, but damn, we should definitely dive into that. So let me hey, easy. So let me try and dive. I'm gonna I'm gonna write that down and we'll actually come back to that at some point in time. But how am I? Goodness gracious, all Friday. Hold on. You wanna ask how the hell am I? I was a little parched, now not as much now. However, I'm fucking spectacular, dude. This is just it's a weird time to be alive. It's oh fuck yeah. Oh and go from oh shit, now I understand. Now I understand. Let's see here. Damn, this is all time. I wish I see this. So I wish I had a technical team. This is a son of a bitch right now. Let me see here. Oh yeah, I'm moving and grooving, shaking and choosing. It's just opening. Hey, this is what it is. We're doing what we're doing. If you're listening to the pod right now, this is probably not making any type of sense right now to you, but our guest of the day is having some technical difficulties. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on around here. I wish I had a crew of whatever. I guess it's a nice time to take a little sip of brew. What the fuck ever, huh? Hopefully we get this figured out, or else this is just gonna be a real funny episode where you guys tuned in to hear me talk about nonsense for a while. But back to you, Ragnar. Doing spectacular, man. Shout out again to the RRC, Respected Rhinos Club, for sponsoring this show, being the title sponsor of the show. Absolutely amazing to give me an opportunity to rep them and them to rep me and, become one team, one dream, and even create additional doors and additional value for other projects that I'm involved with. Right. So the best is yet to come, man. This is only just the beginning. This is only just the beginning. And like I said, it's going to provide crazy value to not only Respected Rhinos club holders, but also Diamond Hand Radio fam. Like, who knows? Who knows where this show is going to be in a couple months? And you guys are here at the very beginning is what I keep stressing. No, I haven't got my Oculus yet. I've been checking every single doggone day. I've been waiting like a son of a gun, ready for that son of a bitch to show up. Yeah, most tech teams do say that. Just turn it off and turn it back on. So maybe if you're watching Bandz, just the mess knows how to do it all. What is better? Let's see here. What is better, brew or beer? Well, you'd actually be surprised to know that I don't really drink that much. And like when I do, it's more of like a whiskey or like an old fashioned. And like I kind of stick to only that. So I love coffee, dude. I'm always drinking coffee sometime or another. Like I fucking love coffee. And it's crazy, like even what the hell? I'm reading comments and trying to respond at the same time. This is a whole fucking fiasco. But I do enjoy beer. Like, I know, holy shit, you're involved in the ether brews and you don't really drink beer like that. Like, I mean, no, not really. It's kind of crazy, but I just absolutely love the project. And like, if I do want a beer, especially craft beer, like I like craft beer better than, oh, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Come on. You look beautiful. You look gorgeous. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Come on. Hey, it's all right. Your boy's the hostess with the mostest for a reason. He got the show going. Ain't no shit. You get your shit figured out. Now we looking good. Okay, now, before we dive into that, yes, coffee all the fucking way, dude. All the way. Are you kidding me? I mean, I do love me some beer. Obviously, I'm a good ether brews, but it has got to be craft over like a ice cold Bud Light or Miller Light or Coors Light. I don't really like Coors Light. They taste like meat to me. Coors Light tastes like meat. You can hate me for it, but I think it tastes like caca. But that being said, secret phrase of the day, once again, mo bands, mo problems. Okay, we're gonna be able to talk for a little while here. We're gonna have a little bit longer show than usual, but hey, all good in the hood. I don't give a damn. I'm ready to talk to this guy. Before we can do anything, my friend, no, Coors Light is not elite. Coors Banquet, the stubby bottles, those are elite. The stubby bottles are elite. You tell me Coors Light is elite, you're off your ass. Yes, truth in the source, big whiskey guy. All right. Now, I know you guys are about to go absolutely fucking crazy right now, but try and contain your excitement for just a little while, because it's time to get into the third segment of the day, Doorkeepers. Hey, look at me, you guys. I didn't forget the daily tweet of the day again either, so that's pretty dope. Put that out, and we will go over to the other page, RQ. That means real quick for all of you boomers out there. Shout out to all the millennials, even though I don't really consider myself one. There you go. There you have it. Everything has been tweeted. All right, my friends. Oh, yeah. He's looking good now. He's ready to rock, sock, and load. I kindly ask you, my friends, to get on your feet and put your hands together for the one known simply as Bandz, the Secret Service member of Crookz Nation, also the co-director of Vibes, shares that position with Red Kev, our guest from Friday for Crookz Nation. But you better not ever forget, he's the director of Hype, nay, the whole damn hype train for Crookz Nation. He is also one hell of a community builder. You know he's a PLP pusher, and you better believe he's a diamond hander at the end of the day. Help me welcome in the legendary, fresh out of NFT NYC, Billion Banz! Let's go. Hold on. I got to change my background. You got me too damn hype. I'm too excited to see you, bro. Let's go. What's up, baby?
Nothing much, dude. I mean, I woke up, got out of the shower, cleaned up my room a little. It's been a little messy after NFT NYC. I think me and my girlfriend both came back with a little bit of the little ickness, but it's been fun, you know. I'm just happy to be here. After I saw Kev, I was like, yeah, I'll support you. I love Coltrane. I love Cap and Colt, so had to pop up. I messaged you, and here we are. Now I'm just how friendly are we to things, but getting ready to start the day, you know what I'm saying?
Only CBD vitamins enjoyed on this show here. But you know, dude, I'm so excited. First before I go anywhere, it seems like a lot of the cohorts of ours got a little bit of that ickness for sure. So I won't keep you too long. I'm sure you're probably blowing your nose and hacking and coughing and just want to hang out and relax and kind of recover, because I'm sure that was absolute nonsense. So I won't keep you too long for sure. But man, I had to bring you on. Like we go all the way back to the OG Tiger days, bro. Like we go back to the Tiger Tuesdays in January when they first minted out, just getting wild. And like you were one of the first guys to just ever be like, I always say this, outside of Baby O, one of the first hype guys to just like ever welcome me into a community or just as a homie. overall, man. And like, you're an NFT OG, and like, I can't fucking wait to meet you in prime time. Like, fingers crossed you're coming out to NFT Vegas. We'll see what the hell happens. I don't know. Like, into August, a lot of time to think about it. I'll be out there. Your boy Cap's gonna be going wild. But speaking of all that, we'll get to NFT NYC. We'll dive into that a little bit. But first things first, anybody who might not know this legend over here, who's a member of the DHR fam and hasn't got familiar, man, tell us a little bit about yourself. The usual, you ain't got to go full docs mode on me. But how'd you kind of fall into the Web3 rabbit hole, and what's got you to so linked up with the Noids and Crookz Nation, man?
I mean, we can start. I think we're about the same. You're 23, right?
I'm actually 26, about to turn 27. So yeah, just a little bit older. But yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That's why that's why I fucking love you, bro. Cause like, you're grinding in college, you're doing your thing. Did you just graduate, or you got one?
Or I guess I'll get into that as my whole profile. So
rock and roll, rock and roll.
I'm Bandz. You might see me as Billion Bandz. That's what I made my, and this we'll get into. I saw your questions with Kev the other day. So I first made my Twitter name Billion Bandz because, like everyone else, I was like, I'm about to come in here, make some money. Like, I love art. I really do appreciate art, but I really love money, right? So I was like, that'll be a cool alias. And then I was like, wow, that is way too long. Let's just go by Bandz. But for any of y'all that don't know, I'm Docs. I work with Crookz. I worked with the Typical Tigers in the past. Still talk to Teddy. I love them. And I really started out in a rug pull project called the fucking Apes Club. I got into NFTs. I didn't really know what they were. I knew I wanted to learn about it because I was like, oh, I like to buy art, but I didn't want to throw a lot of money. So I found this Polygon project, and quickly like worked my way up, met Diamond Hands McGee. And then the founder of the project rugged both of us. He was like, I don't need you. Da da da. I'm going to do it on my own. We were like, all right, well, there's no reason to talk to us in your community that way that we built. But for any of y'all that don't know, Bandz again, my full name, Truman Bates Falal. I'm Docs. You can look me up. IRL, I'm a manager for our bartenders at a big catering company here in Charlotte, North Carolina. A bunch of us there do NFTs. I wanted to do a project with one of our chefs. We didn't end up doing it, and that's just a whole long story. But basically, I didn't have the know-how. Neither of us knew how to really do NFTs. We had just gotten into them. So I've really just learned through building and growing with everyone else. Like, when I came in, I didn't know anything. The first project I bought was Polygon because I was too cheap to pay the Ethereum gas, and I didn't want to waste money on something I didn't know would put something back into me. What I've learned since then is it's not always about the money. It's, if I can pour myself into you, if you can pour yourself into me, not only do we grow as people, we grow as what we call in NFTs community members. And if I can make you happy, I can teach you something. You do the same thing for me. We watch each other's backs. That's where we start forming this community, and we keep bringing in more and more people. We bring in more and more projects. So most of my work has been, you could call me a hype man. I'm a community manager. I'm a lead mod. I mean, at Crookz, I kind of do it all. I reach out for collabs with other projects. I try to brainstorm and think of fun things to do. So recently, that's been Crookz Comedy Club. So be on the lookout for that. That's alpha, but not alpha, because it's really more just for fun. But we're going to be doing some stand-up comedy, hopefully some tournaments. But Crookz was the one. Well, no. Shout out to and Typical Tigers. He gave me a platform as mod. We got to do a bunch of stuff. I started working with other communities there, building relationships, growing a following. I grew my following pretty organic. It was just, I'm sure as you would tell anybody, like, I just make friends. I would hop in Twitter spaces. I'm hyped up. You talk about humanoids. I won a humanoid through the Typical Tigers. So once again, shout them out. I got to join. I love Dre's energy, the Goonies, Dre the Noid, and it really hyped me up. And I was so happy to be a part of something so big that I couldn't afford entry into. And that energy started carrying me through NFTs, because I was like, it's not just cool that I own something expensive. It's cool that I own something expensive with 5,000 other people. We all share a common denominator, and we're happy about it. And even when we're not happy, we have something to talk about. We can talk about how we can make things better, because there's no reason to sit and pout. Let's sit, strategize, think, grow, have fun, like, smile. That's what you don't have a community without smiles, because people will leave. It's the simplest thing. Just, you want to be happy. So that's how I got my start with the Noids. and then just through building relations, growing those relationships that I've formed. That's a big thing. A lot of people make a connection. It's cool. You do a Twitter space 1 week, you never talk to those people again. It's really good. I like to start group chats. I like to have everyone in there. I want us all to be communicating at all times. Like, yo, if I'm talking to the Cosmo Dinos or something, like, when can we do something? And honestly, let's add the Cosmic Cats. Let's add Ether Brews. Let's add the Tigers. Let's all build, because if everyone cross pollinates, we all find projects we respect, art that we love, and founders that we adore and we believe in and are doxxed, and we don't think they're going to rug us. Let's all work together. Let's all build something, and let's all really push this Web3 initiative to onboard new people. So I think just in totality, I know that was long winded, but I'm a relationship builder. I like making friends, and that's what got me in NFTs. That's what's kept me in NFTs, and that probably sums it up.
Damn, dude. I had about 4 questions that I was going to ask answered all in one. So thanks. I knew I wasn't going to have to get all kind of crazy and come up with a bunch of shit to talk about, because there ain't enough oxygen in one room. Dog, we get in the same room together and include Baby O, it's a wrap. They're going to have to shut down the facility. It's over with. There's air going to be sucked out of the room. And I want to go back to the very beginning. You know, even though you might be younger, like, listen to what you just said, homie. You are the one. Like, I say this all the time to the audience, to people in my spaces, like, you are the one. You are here building this, growing this. I don't give a fuck if you're at college, what you're doing, where you're going, what you're doing outside of Web3. Somebody who now owns Microsoft was once working in a garage that everybody thought he had a freaking horn sticking out of his forehead because he was just so fucking bananas. We are those ones, man. And you bring so much to the table from just, you could say, oh, hype man, whatever, but you bring so much to the table from just a cerebral perspective, bro. And I just appreciate the hell out of you, because the Ether Brews wouldn't be in a spot where they are without you, and the Noids, the Tigers, the for crying out loud, the Crookz, officially the Crookz, wouldn't be anywhere without you, dude. And you know, I mean, from all of those communities, and from me, just for today, like, thank you for being you, bro, because it is what this space needs. And I put community builder, PLP pusher in there for a reason, because that's what you do, bro. You spread peace, love, and positivity, and you build communities out here. So I know this has kind of been your passion, and you kind of talked about a little bit of like, yeah, I just get around and I just talk and I just go. And some people, that is just such a novel concept, but to a lot of people asking, it might be like, oh, well, how the hell do I make, how do you make a way in Web3? How do you kind of find your niche, your spot? How do you kind of find that lucky spot like me and you seem to have found?
I think it depends on your personality. So if you see me in real life, I have the same energy. You can ask anybody you met in NFT NYC. I'm very much outgoing, but another part of that is, I mean, to get into it, I'm clinically bipolar 1, right? So I have my ups and downs. I have a lot of days. So Discord, Twitter, they're really good outlets for me. When a lot of my tweets you guys might see will be like, hey, I want you to do better, or, there's enough money for all of us, let's go get it. Or it'll be about just different energy things, vibe things, mental health awareness things. And a lot of the reasons that I fell in love with NFTs is I can bounce ideas and stuff off my friends in real life, but it really helps me to, I would almost call Twitter my journal. It helps me to write things down. And if I can speak something out, people think I'm just putting it out there to inspire them. It really, all those tweets remind me who I am and to be myself. So if I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, I want to push positivity. Like, we don't have enough time to be negative. If you respond to negative comments, it only makes your energy go down. Whereas if you look at negativity and approach it from a positive perspective, your energy's still uplifted, and you can probably uplift somebody else. And if you uplift somebody that's down, they're going to turn around and uplift the next person. And you can just create a chain reaction that way of just not only helping yourself, but helping others. So I think it goes back to the word, like, of the phrase, practice what you preach. So if I can preach something, it reminds me to do it, I act on it, and then hopefully others act on it as well. So to find your niche, for me, it is speaking. It's having a personality, being personable, making friends, and keeping those connections and wanting to nurture those connections. For other people, you may find speaking hard. I would really advise you to, or encourage you would be a better word, to go into a Twitter space. Maybe everyone's getting loud, noisy. Sit there, raise your hand, be patient. Sometimes you can seem like you're being too patient almost, but get up there and just practice speaking. Be like, hey, this is my first time. People will welcome you with open arms. Start up a conversation like you would with your mom, dad, friends, family, whoever it is. And then you'll get more comfortable the more you speak. And remember, like, nobody can see you. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, doesn't matter what you look like. You're your PFP or whatever you want to be. So just be yourself. I think it's the easiest thing. If you try to be something else, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna get caught in your own lies. It's hard to not be yourself. So be yourself. You will find niche communities. If you are an artist, but you're not as outspoken, but you can sit back and think on your thoughts, create some good tweets, put your art out there. There's communities that you'll find that won't only accept you, but they'll push your art as well. I have a big one. It's a kid from India. I think he's 18 or 19. His name's AZ. He does surrealism, and he's just started building his own community. He asked me the same thing. Well, how'd you do this? I was like, man, you talk to one person at a time. You join one space at a time. You take it one day at a time. You make one friend at a time, and all those things line up. If you talk to one community and they enjoy your interaction, they'll tell another community about you. If I meet Cap and Colt and we become friends, he might tell somebody else like, hey, like, we should get Bandz into space, or maybe we get them involved in our project. Same with you. I might be like, yo, Trevor from Crookz, like, yo, this guy's lit. Like, I've seen him work in this space. So I think finding your niche is do something you love, persevere, and kind of push your own boundaries you set for yourself. So even if you don't think you're a great public speaker, work on public speaking and don't force yourself to do it all at once. Don't put it over your head, but just slow and steady wins the race. It's tried and true. If you just keep pushing, you just persevere through things, you keep trying. You find if you keep trying stuff, you'll find a lot of things you hate. You find a lot of stuff you're uncomfortable with and you don't like, but you'll also find things you love. And then to end on that, I said the word uncomfortable. I've always found it a good thing to be uncomfortable. Find an uncomfortable space you can make yourself comfortable in. If I can face my fears, if I can do something I'm not comfortable with, the things I am comfortable with come easier to me, or I just pick up a new skill along the way. So to find your niche, I'd just say put yourself out there. Do what you do best, do what you don't do as well, and do what you suck at, and then find a good medium ground and just build on your skills, build on your talents, and just like I said, I'll say it this whole interview, make friends. Because if you find, just like in real life, you can make friends that have the same goals, the same aspirations, and the same dreams as you in Web3. They're everywhere.
I thought you were just a hype man, bro. What the hell's all this shit? Getting all cerebral and giving us good advice. What the hell's going on? No, man. I appreciate that because it's something I talk about all the time. Is just being yourself. And in my previous ventures in content and creation, I wasn't allowed to be the true version of me, who I am like this, right? Or at least I felt like I wasn't. I'm trying to put myself into a box. And something that I've just absolutely appreciated so much with Web3 is just being able to be open and free and be who I am and have these great conversations. And it's almost like everybody has the exact same mindset in Web3. It's that wag me mindset, and we're all trying to go. But it's funny, my man HD, shout out to respected Rhinos as always. He always liked to say whack me, WACMI. We all can make it, and it's with your attitudes like people know that I have, and the attitudes of the Diamond Hand Radio fam and everybody in between who's interconnected in that. It's those attitudes that are going to allow us to make it. Anybody who's here for the flipping and the nonsense and I like money too. I like flipping. I like that shit for sure. But if you're not locked in for 10 years, for 20 years from now, I don't really know what you're doing in the space. And on that note, you just fresh out of NFT NYC, my man. You had a little bit of fun over there in the Big Apple. Everybody that I've heard has kind of said, yo, this was like the best experience of my life. I've been able to build some of the craziest connections that I would have never imagined. And everything is absolutely spectacular in the space. Now, the news is saying the sky's falling. NFTs are dead. Crypto is going down to zero. My friend, what side of the fence do you side on, and what say you?
I've seen a lot of reports, and I do my reading on crypto some. So anybody, I guess, that keeps up with crypto, I can't remember his name, but some big billionaire already made his claim that in the next 10 to 18 months, I think it was, he said that Bitcoin was going to 250K. Do I think that's realistic based off of previous all-time highs and what we've seen? No. Do I think this bear could last longer if you want to call it a bear? yeah, I think ETH can sit low for a while. But what I would like to remind before we get into NFT NYC, what I'd like to remind everybody is we pushed this Web3. We had Web2, which was the internet. People didn't believe in Web2. People didn't even like, you know how they talk about, oh, don't, half these people think even if they buy NFTs that ENS names are dumb. People used to think .com names were dumb. I think there's so much room for technology where we are going. And a keyword I've learned, so this goes more into background. I skipped it earlier. I did in college. I've done 2 years of business school. I wasn't the best student, so I
Bro,
changed.
I almost flunked the fuck out of business school too,
Yeah.
bro. I got my first F in my entire life, 16%, courtesy of Talakatha Vijitha Kumara. Thank you, Professor V. Appreciate you.
Fun fact: I've never failed a class. I pride myself on that. I did get a D though. So I
Here I
didn't.
am.
I didn't
Can't hide,
proceed.
bro.
F is for failure.
Fuck him, man. Fuck him. I'm here still. Fuck him.
Uh, but I did 2 years business school, 2 years of communication studies with a focus in media law, and a lot of that was communication theory. So I learned a lot there. Now I'm finishing up just to graduate with political science. So I don't have all the tech background. I try to learn it myself. It's not my strong suit. I do think NFTs are the future. I wrote a research paper. If NFTs aren't the future, they will be in some form, whether it's the art that we all know and love and music as well. Because I don't know why I didn't throw out music earlier. Shout out Sammy Ariaga and Dre again. But
Shut up. Shut up.
blockchain technology is a trustable ledger. It doesn't have the human component to it. It saves time, it saves money. I believe all future documents, whether they be legal, I mean, anything to do with court systems, everything, it'll get rid of the need for a notary. The blockchain will become our notary in the future because people believe in science, people believe in tech, and especially the younger generation, the generation that honestly doesn't always seem to be as personable because they're always on their phones. I mean, you see it in kids younger than me. I used to go outside. I feel like I'm the last kid. The 99 kids were the last kids to go outside. I would ride my bike to friends' houses and stuff. You don't see that anymore. Now I'll call my friend before, like, I could just drive over to people's houses and assume they're there. But that's not our culture anymore. We text first, we call first. You might tweet or Facebook post at somebody, but the way we're moving and just the conglomerate of people you see that came together for NFT NYC that go to any in real life event. I mean, the Krypton Goons did one for LA Pride, and they had so many holders show up just for LA Pride, whether they were part of the community or not. They went out and supported it. And then it's a great opportunity to teach people about NFTs because as just a regular human, you're like, well, why is this? Like, what is a Krypton Goon and why are they at LA Pride? Why are they supporting us? Because we're people too. We probably have holders that sympathize with the group or sympathize with the cause rather and with with the movement. I've seen with all the politics surrounding Roe v. Wade, that's a big topic. It's also a big topic in NFTs because we're all still people. We all still want a brighter future for America, for the world given. I mean, we want all these other countries. I know you see it with crypto, some countries aren't allowing it, but if they allowed it, there's the interest there. And when something piques people's interest, oh, this one I got sidetracked. I was going to talk about radical innovation, something I learned about recently. So I fully believe crypto, blockchain, NFTs, all this technology is radical innovation. Basically, what radical innovation is, to sum it up, is something moves really fast like NFTs. It comes in, it's a new tech. We have early adopters, boom. You have the second wave of people, which is usually big businesses, big corporations, big money that come back in later. They're like, oh, people made a lot of money here. We should make money. And I think that's where we see all these VC groups, all this big money coming into NFTs in the past couple months with Moonbirds, the Proof people, some of these other projects. So that was your second wave. We're going to keep having waves like this. And with the radical innovation, so we had the original blockchain and crypto technology. After that was NFTs. Now we're having everything else that branches off of that. So they're finding new tokens, new ways to gas optimize things. People are finding new ways to airdrop NFTs to holders. They're finding new ways to use new technology, and it's just happening over and over again. We've seen it with Feline Fiends. They did the bodega where they created their own token. Crookz is going to have their own token that works in our ecosystem. You're starting to see all these NFT projects. They may use similar technology, but they're adding to it each time. So we have the humanoids, they have the trait factory. I believe when Crookz comes out, we'll have a trait factory times, 2. I think it's going to be more lit. There's going to be more interchangeable things, but really NFT projects, getting to see somebody do it first, you're allowed to build on what they laid a foundation. Bored Ape Yacht Club laid a foundation. Punks laid a foundation. Cool Cats for us all to be here. Now it's up to builders, growers, the farmers of the agricultural fields of NFTs to come put in your knowledge, put in your expertise. This is how you find your niche. This ties into earlier. If you're big into computer software engineering or cybersecurity, go work for projects. Figure out how you can write a better contract. Read through good contracts. How can you make those better? And we just keep seeing more and more innovation until we're either going to see something brand new on the blockchain that's going to blow our minds again, or we're just going to keep seeing gradual growth and building until it is more accepted, until more people keep coming in. And NFT NYC was a good example of that. The welcome party was awesome. It was holders only, so we had Subducks there, Crookz, Creepy Club, and Krypton Goons, of course. So that was more inclusive. Everyone was allowed to have a +1, so we did have a little bit of integration. But I think the biggest one I went to, I'm very proud of the Krypton Goons team. Drew, Ryan Hodge, Jesse Friedland, Sean, of course, were doing the art. They dropped a brand collab with Urban Outfitters, and I don't think people in NFTs realize how big that is for a Web2 brand, a large retail storefront, to bring in an NFT streetwear brand, use their designs, and then put it in the 10th largest Urban Outfitters in the world. Well, it might be in America, but I'm going to say in the world. You can fact check me on that later. It was huge. They had a whole panel set up. They were heat pressing shirts. And I got to talk to a bunch of Goons holders, of course, but then I would see somebody and be like, oh, hey, like, I like the shirt you got. Like, are you a holder? Like, what project? No, I just came in today and saw this going on. And that led to people sitting down for the panel. They probably had at least half the people in there, I want to say, were people listening because they didn't know what NFTs were. And then when I went to Times Square, there was NFTs all over all those big screens. And Crookz, we had our driving billboards. So we almost rubbed it in everybody's faces. We've probably been rubbing it in everybody's faces. I know I talk about it all the time in real life, but people are picking up on it. People are starting to pay attention. And once they start to pay attention, not everybody's going to want to do it, but then you start to hook in those few. You reel some people in. And once you reel in some smaller fish, you might bring in some medium fish. Those big fish come in, some bigger money has started flowing in NFTs. And then once big money comes in, all those small fish who were like, maybe this isn't my thing, they come back in because, and it is smart with your money. If you can't risk it, you don't want to do it, or you don't want to overextend yourself. But then people might be more willing to take a risk in NFTs if, say, Jeff Bezos does it, because they're like, oh shit, like he started Amazon, like he was a big Web2 builder. If he's getting into Web3, it's got to be the future. And then I would wrap that up to say that we need to remind ourselves with NFTs that if Bezos came in, people would believe it's the future because he's already been an entrepreneur. He's already been an inventor. We are those people right now. We are future Jeff Bezos. We're future Warren Buffett's. We're trailblazing a fucking path to the future of technology, to the future of how our whole political system may work, how our mail system may work. You could get your mail, instead of physical, it could get sent through the blockchain. Like emails can get put on the blockchain. There's so many possibilities. So the more people we bring in, the more software engineers, computer science guys, the more hype people, community builders, the more people we can just bring in to plant these seeds to grow, just grow. It'll just keep taking off. And we are going to go through lulls. We're going to go through bears and we're going to go through bulls. But if you zoom all the way out of those past years of like how crypto's grown, NFT sales and everything, it just looks like this. Or you don't see all the little, I got to do with this hand, jagged lines. You get to see, you see gradual. So, if you zoom in, you're like, oh, it went up and then it went down, it went up. It's like so volatile. But like you said, in 20 years, how volatile does it look when you like really zoom out? It's not. So I guess lastly, what I would leave with that question is it's perspective and perseverance still. Like we'll put 3 Ps: positivity, perspective, perseverance. You got to be able to sit back, look at what we've done in the past, look at where we're going, and then look at you. What are you stuck on? Like, what's really grinding your gears? What's slowing you down? If you can find a problem, you can find your solution. So right now, our problem has been bringing people into Web3. Rather, they see it, they hear us. What do we need? We need them to believe. How can we make them believe? We got to show progress. So then you take your scope, zoom back out, and show them the progress we made. Maybe even point out different technologies that have got built along the way. And I think people will be very impressed with the NFT community, all the engineers and anything, artists behind it. I mean, art and music's been a big wave recently, or art's always been the wave. Music's really came through. Shout out Sammy. I saw you won your award at NFT NYC. That's huge for music, because why also were we here? We wanted to give rights back to artists, artists being, painters, digital, whatever, but also musicians. They get put into contracts, or if you're an artist and you want to put your work up for people to see, you have to pay to put an exhibit just to hope somebody may buy it. With musicians, you get stuck in, everyone knows about a 360 deal, but even less than that, like, your manager takes away from your money. All these people take away from your money because, and they did work for you, but they're like, oh, it's my money. Let's just give them 5%, even though you put your heart and soul into something. So with NFTs, my favorite thing is bringing ownership back to the people, bringing ownership back to the artists, and keeping the money where the money is. So like, if me and you want to make a trade, I can be like, yo, I'll send you, 0.2 Ethereum for your Ether brew. We can either do it on OpenSea, and OpenSea only takes 2.5% or whatever. And then the collection, like the artist, Duncan could have his set low too. So less money comes out of not only the buyer and seller's pockets, but then the artist still gets their money over time through, I just drew a blank, royalties. They get their little bit of royalties. So everyone gets to make money. Everyone's happy at the end of the day.
Dude, you were just dropping bombs left, right, and center. And there's a couple of key things I picked out that I wanted to just briefly touch on. Number one was mass adoption and like people actually coming into the space, and what is that going to take? And you're saying the big boys, the big players got to get involved. And dude, the big boys are starting to get involved. I said it on Word on the Chain today. MoonPay just announced their Hypermint platform, which is basically going to be OpenSea for MoonPay, their own shit. And they're partnered with Universal Pictures, Death Row Records, and Fox Studios. So
wow,
if those big boys are coming in, and the main key thing I pulled out of that was that it's their whole premise of doing this is for large collections. So I said, can you say exclusive rights to your favorite sitcoms? You literally own a character in a cartoon. You own an entire album and have exclusive rights and access to your favorite artists. I mean, those names are who's getting involved. If you look up the metaverse standards for them, you'll just have your mind blown for days. I talked about it a couple shows ago. I love what you said, man. And just like, I can tell how juiced up you are from the conversations and the high level people you were around from at NFT NYC. That's what I wanted to get. I didn't want you to say, oh, I went around and partied and I did that. Like, I didn't want that. I wanted exactly every single rabbit hole that you went down, because like there's a level up. Every fucking time we get in a space, we do whatever. I feel, and I'm sure you can attest, I feel I like gain a year on my life. Like mentally, I just level up another year. I can't imagine until I can see some of you guys live in prime time. I can't imagine. My brain's going to fall out of my ear. I'm not going to be able to keep all the shit in, dude. I'm going to have to start shoving notes in my ears to try and have this shit work, dude. So no, I love everything you said. And then the last part, see, I'm over here. I write notes because I do the same shit, bro. I got
long-winded.
I got vitamin mind, and I get long-winded too. So I got to write a little things down. I mean, it's best thing. And if you're talking to me in person and I'm not texting, I'm literally taking notes on my phone. I just don't have anything to write with. Okay. And it's kind of hard to write. We're in freaking the 21st century, one of them, 20 something. I don't know, around there. Just bear with me, for crying out loud. But you said it comes down to 3 P's. I actually have 5 P's. I've said these before. If you've been around my motivation minutes on Java and Jams, or you saw me somewhere before say this, but my 5 P's are presence, peace, patience, perseverance, and perspective. And if you can apply those 5 things, presence, peace, patience, perseverance, and perspective, to everything that you do, everything in moderation, and just stay level-headed, and just one more day, one more conversation, one more Twitter space, one more reach out, just like you were saying, one more day. And the next thing you look up and you got a fucking podcast that's sponsored by the respected Rhinos Club, and you're talking from with one of your homies that has been here for fucking ever and for 7 months. And next thing you know, your entire life has changed from 7 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. Don't look too deep in everything that you're doing right now. Have some presence. Just be at peace with the way things are. Persevere through everything in between. And the biggest one, man, that you said is just perspective. Just having perspective of where we are. And like, for you to be obviously younger and to have this diamond hand mentality of, yeah, I'm here for the next 10, 20, 30, 50 years, bro. Like our generation doesn't have that, right? Our generation doesn't think about that. Our generation sees a floor price drop down to 0.04 and, oh my gosh, I gotta let me drop it as fast as I can, you know? So that's the problem. And in us, we are leading the charge and coming out here and spreading this message. Fuck the hype, fuck the nonsense. All that other shit is bullshit at the end of the day. It's these conversations during difficult times, these difficult conversations that not everybody wants to hear, are what's really going to push this space forward. So I appreciate the hell out of you, dude. I got one kind of final little bit here. We're going to have a Bandz V2. We had a little bit of nonsense go on, yada, yada, yada. We've been right about a half hour. So I usually go a little bit longer than that, but hey, we'll make sure we get all about our day because we had a certain time blocked out. I don't want to take away from anyone's time, but before we get into the giveaway of the day, which can't thank you enough for that too, my man. I asked this to all of our guests, and any perspective you want to take it, man. We'll get hype on that in a minute. Any perspective you want to take it, and don't get too deep. Don't get too deep. Just think of it high level. First thing that pops to your mind. You don't have to. Some people try to overthink this, and the simpler you are, the more impact you have. So for somebody that wants to break into a Web3 career, or start a YouTube channel, or build a business, or is just chasing a dream or passion that maybe neither you or I know nothing about, but they have that delusion in their head that we can attest with. We know that shit, this is here. We just can't see it yet. What's your best advice for that person?
Do it. Do that shit. Go out and do it. If you want to get into NFTs, find a project you like. We didn't touch on this earlier, but I buy projects because I love the art, number one. Number two, I buy into people I believe in, and people I can put faith in. So for me, faith, and I would, if we had time, I'm not religious. I find myself to be very spiritual. Taking a lot of classes on religion, I've learned that people always needed something to have faith in, whether it's yourself, whether it's making more money, it could be NFTs. It's faith is your driving force. So what drives you? And then if you have something that drives you, motivates you, to be quite frank, what drives me, motivates me, I grew up, my grandparents dirt poor. They made a little money. My dad grew up poor. He makes good money now. He's middle income. I grew up, a lot of my friends were lower income minorities. What drives me? I don't want to be in those situations, and I don't want my kids to grow up in those situations. And a lot of my friends have taught me to be humble, shown me humility, and taught me how to appreciate what I have. So then, if you think about that, I'm happy with what I have, but I want more. So if I just drive myself and I surround myself with people that are like-minded individuals, which anyone will tell you, you really do find that out. Either you listen to your parents, you learn the hard way. I did a little bit of both. But whatever you do, do it. If you want to start a YouTube channel, I'll tell you right now, when you start it, nobody's gonna watch your shit. Did you watch your shit when you started? No. It takes time, it takes the P's, it takes perseverance, it takes practice, it takes wanting to do it, it takes putting yourself out there. If you really want to be successful on YouTube, do YouTube, but advertise yourself on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Put yourself out there, even in real life. If you want to start a business, be an entrepreneur, that shit sucks. It's hard work. One of my dad's friends, I got to watch him do it, started a leather company. He used to be poor as shit. He would skip meals. But he did whatever he needed to do. He would lose sleep. He would do whatever. This dude's a millionaire now because he took the time. He suffered a little bit, but he suffered to grow. So did he really suffer? In my eyes, no. I find it that he did what was necessary at the time. Looking back on it, he'll be like, holy crap, how did I live that way? But where he's sitting now, you can appreciate that he did it. So no matter how uncomfortable it makes you feel, no matter how hard it seems, if you want something, go fucking do it. Don't let your friends tell you it's not possible. Don't let your parents tell you not possible. Don't let you yourself tell you it's not possible. And this is my biggest thing. If we're gonna end on this, I harp on it all the time. You probably heard me say it. Only you can stop you. The only person that can stop me is me. The only person that's going to make me quit screaming Crookz is me if I want to give up. I have to personally choose to give up. Colton can make it hard as fuck on me. Trevor can make it hard. Bill Gates could, or Elon Musk can shut down Twitter so I can't tweet. You know what I'm going to do? Go to Instagram, go to Facebook. If I want to do something, if I want to be successful, everyone in the world can make it hard for me. Everyone can slow me down. Everyone can stop me for a second. Everybody can put, they can hurl rocks at me. They can throw their stones. I can run through all that shit. I will only stop if I choose to stop. So I think if you carry that mentality with you, even on your bad days, if you have a bad day, I have them all the time. I don't take my meds. I like to be up and down. It's part of what drives me is the discipline that I can sit here in a bad day, and I'm also very hard on myself, but I'll be like, dude, like you're being and this doesn't work for everybody, so it's not just solid advice, but my advice to myself, and it's part of how I grew up, is like, dude, get up, don't be I'll just use my own verbiage. I keep wanting to apologize, but don't be a
Don't be the
loser. Like,
bitch.
yeah, I'm like, don't be a bitch. Like, I'm sitting there telling myself, like, bro, like, don't sit here and complain when even if you don't feel the best, if you get up, work out, because deep down in your heart, because it's happened multiple times, like, through your life, you can get up, and once you get up, you feel better. Once you eat, you feel better. You just got to carry that. If you just push yourself, persevere, and like I said, only you can stop you. And if you just remember that, even at your lows, you're like, wow, like this interview really fucked me up. I said the wrong thing, or this didn't turn out the way I thought. Like it didn't work. All right, well, you found the problem, like we said earlier. Find a new solution. Find a new way to rework the problem, but keep pushing it. If you want to do it, get up, get out, do it. Put yourself out there and just work for it. Build relationships. It doesn't always come from hard work. Sometimes you work really hard and it seems like you didn't accomplish anything, but that comes perspective. If you look back, you're like, wow, I actually pushed through a lot of adversity. It doesn't seem like I've grown my business per se, but I've grown as a person. If you grow as a person, that business might not be successful, but maybe you learn you can start a new one in a better way. So I think you just don't stop. Never give up on yourself and put yourself out there. The last thing, the part two, is you can't help others unless you save yourself. So I would say, like, get yourself in position. Like, you want to help everyone, you help your friends, but just tell them sometimes too, like, I'm trying to build something for myself, y'all. I need to breathe. Like, if I can help me, I can help you. Because if I make it successful as a YouTuber, I can reach out to Colton and be like, yo, I want to have you on my show. Like, I somehow blew up. I know you've worked hard. I want you to blow up. So if I can get myself that room to breathe, then I can really help other people, especially people that probably helped me along the way, right? So like you said, your 5 Ps, just doing it. Nike, just do it. Go get your check. And believing in yourself. Have faith in yourself.
Hey. Oh shit, dude. I got a whole page of notes fucking over here, man. Holy smokes. I could talk to you for days and days and days and hours about this, and this is why this show is so important. Because you mentioned a couple conversations back or whatever points back, that we're real people. We're people behind these PFPs, and this is what is so important right now. And that's why I just don't talk much about projects on. Like we talked a little bit about the Crookz and noise and what happened and everything. Like we talk about the Ether Brew. Shout out, Brew Crew, Brew Crew. Shout out. You see it?
Brew Crew.
Ooh,
Brew Crew.
Ooh, look at that sexy Crookz shirt. But it's so important to, if you guys like what we're talking about, if you enjoy the conversation, if you like the people behind the PFPs, you know how to type in at Cap and Cole. You know how to type in at Diamond Hand Radio. Soon it'll be at Respected Rhinos. You know how to look at them. You know how to type in at Billion Bandz going across the screen. You guys know how to do that at Ether Brews. You guys know how to do that. And if you enjoy what we're saying, then click a couple links and slide on over and come join some awesome communities. So, Bandz, before we get into giveaway of the day, my man, do it. Don't be afraid to suffer. And it's so funny. My message of the day this morning on Java and Jams was you versus you. So you literally your message was my message of the day. So fucking awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Thanks for battling through little technological issues for me and still gracing us with your presence and just absolutely knocking it out of the park as per usual, brother. I appreciate you.
Hey man, I'll come on anytime. I'd love to just chat on a regular day-to-day basis. Like if it's on the podcast or not, I would a lot of my weekdays and week I know this is your show and I don't want to take it over, but like I'm always down to come on and talk. If you ever just need a guest host, I don't know if I'll always have something to give away. I don't guys, I'm a college kid. I don't have deep pockets.
Same.
I do love giving back and I've been given some things, so I think it's it's important to give and receive, give and take. So I was very thanks
good
for having me though.
Hey man, you absolutely murdered it. Absolutely amazing show. We'll definitely have you back again. And no, it's all good. Never any pressure. But we always like to add a loyal member of the Diamond Hand fam to whoever our guest is of the day, their community. Now, it ain't my fault if your community member comes in at the last second and snipes one out from underneath you. Now, hey, that happened to old Red Kev on Friday. If you weren't aware, he got straight JP sniped. The Snap King, is that what they call him? Is that what they call him around there?
I got to meet JP, and I will say he pulled up, and he wasn't even wearing a snap when he pulled up, but he did get a snap. I forgot what you call those hats. He had like one of those golfer hats on. I don't, like the old timey golf hats. No, I know what a visor is. Like the old school golf hats where they're like round, like, sticks out like a little bit.
Oh, like almost like a Peaky Blinders kind of hat.
Yeah, JP is the Peaky Snap King. Peaky.
Oh shit. Let's fucking go.
But he did put on a snap later, so he's not capping. He is the Snap King.
I love that, dude. If you didn't see it, he popped in on Friday show, like last second popped in. He's like, "Oh, what do we have going on here?" And I was like, "Yo, JP, just enter your shit in the chat. Like, just enter the secret phrase, whatever." Speaking of, secret phrase of the day is Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. You best believe that here live in prime time. But he came in, he's like, "Oh shit," and literally hit the picker. You'll see what the screen does, and then all of a sudden he freaking won. So hopefully that doesn't happen to the Snap King again today, but we'll see what the hell happens. Got to let you know, some OGs of our family are members of the Diamond Hand fam, so they're in here. They're hype as shit. We got the legend Jess the Mess, as per usual, typical band saying what's good, what's popping. Toxic
what's up,
saying
Jess?
what's good, what's popping. We got old woke zombie wifey. We got old BO Art, the fuck Cyan, you best believe it. Shag, shout out. These guys are absolutely crazy. Medina going crazy, absolutely fire. Everybody's losing their mind in here, dude. The chat has been absolutely going bananas the whole time we've been sitting here. So shout out chat. J Legs losing his mind too. Shout out my brother. Good to see all you guys. You guys are absolutely dope. Oh, look at this guy. And he's got the Cryptoon goons. Look at this guy. He's a fucking dude. He's a community man. He's a community man.
If I had time, bro, I just washed all my goon shirts that we got and Crookz shirts and everything. They're in the dryer. I'd walk them up and show them to you guys in front of the camera. It was awesome, dude.
Shit.
And you know what? Right before the giveaway, I won't be long-winded, but
yeah,
I talked about bringing in big money, right? I think the biggest thing, like outside of money, is literally what the goons did, like doing brand collabs where it's like, what does everyone do? We all wear clothes. What do a lot of kids my age, even older people like nowadays? That streetwear fashion. So a great way to introduce people outside of just the money aspect is literally just clothes and like brand collabs and, maybe even getting a discount code. So I just had to throw that out there because I forgot to say it earlier. But I think over the money, the biggest things is like what the goons did with Urban Outfitters. Like that was major.
Yeah. So Dr. J in the chat, he was hyped. He was like, "Holy shit, Urban Outfitters, nice get." So that is huge. That's big, man, and it's stuff that I know the Crookz are aiming to do, which why I'm glad I'm part of that community. It's also stuff the Ether Brews are planning to do with the Ice Chest and everything we're doing with our IRL partners. So a lot of
Have you met Duncan?
I mean, not in real life, but I've had him on the show and I talk with him every single fucking day. So, I love Duncan so much. Like
Duncan's legit.
He's top notch. He's a top notch human being. Once you get to know Duncan for more than just what you may know of him on the spaces, like he is, I fucking love Duncan. I love Duncan too, man. So shout out Duncan. Outside of that, my boy, let's give away fucking Crook, eh? What do you think?
Let's do it. Yeah, we're both long-winded. We could be okay. Let's give it away and leave.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. All right, Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. Secret phrase of the day. You guys are absolutely crazy. We got 31 entries. I think this is the biggest entry we've ever had. Usually there's about 20, 22, 23. We got 31 entries. Last opportunity to be live in the YouTube chat over yonder. You cannot be on Twitter. For some reason, it doesn't register. So live in the YouTube chat, enter Mo Bandz, Mo Problems, both with a Z, hashtag Mo Bandz, Mo Problems, and you will be entered on in. Hashtag Mo Bandz, Mo Problems. We will be running it, my friends. As the mouse comes over to the screen and starts to circle the draw button, it becomes closer and closer and closer. And we count down from 5, from 4, from 3, from 2, and officially, who's it going to be today? Okay, we see familiar faces. We see familiar faces. Who is it going to be today? I don't know. We soon find out in 3, in 2. Oh, let's go! Woo! Hey, I don't know if that's Shag or who's behind that. Hey, comment who that comment actually who that is, because I feel like I know who that is, and or if you just know, you can easily do this too. Feel free to comment still in the section, but you can just reach out to my main man Bandz right there at Billion Bandz.
Wait. Tell them to reach out to you, because if it could be two
Okay.
people, I don't want to send it to the wrong person.
Okay, bet. So reach out to me, because I'm sure we I know who this is. I'm pretty sure I know who this is. I don't know. Just make sure you comment who this is, or just comment to your Twitter. Reach out to me directly. But yeah, if it's Fuck Cyan, I think it's Shag. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll find out. Either way, reach out to me directly. Everybody sees it there on the screen. I'm a Savage Basket, and Fuck Cyan all the way, because obviously grapefruit is superior to salmon. So if you don't know, you won't know, but you better get fucking familiar. All right, so we'll do that. But reach out to me, and then drop me your wallet address, and I'll reach out to Bandz. I'll get that over to him, and we'll make it nice and simple. So there you go. There you have it. Again, why I still don't know why they haven't dropped their in the chat, but hey, is what it is. All good. Ragnar's got to know who that is too, but either way, we'll figure it out. Fuck it, whatever. Okay, enough. No mas. Schedule the next one up. We'll be back. We could go for hours and hours and hours, but right here and right now, my friends. That's a wrap. Paper or plastic, the big 2-0. The Door Show, episode number 20. Put a bow on that sumbitch. Let's get on up and get on out. But the first thing I must ask that you remember, it is a marvelous, nay, magnificent, nay, magna marvelous Monday to be alive. The rest is up to me and thee, and I'm choosing to spread PLP. That stands for peace, love, and positivity, in case you don't know, and I hope you decide to too. I hope you sprinkle in a little bit of that kindness as well, because guess what? It costs 0 fiat, 0 ETH, 0 SOL, and 0 of any of them other shit coins you care to be invested in right now to do so. The markets are shit, so you might as well do what's free. My friends, I hope you have. Bandz, hope you has a spectacular rest of your Monday, unless you have any other plans. And if you don't know, you won't know. But here at Diamond Hand Radio, we don't only hold, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Peace and love, everybody. We'll catch you in the VC. We'll catch you in the Discord. Rob, I see your message right here, right now. Shout out my boy. We'll catch you wherever the hell else, maybe in the spaces. I don't know. Thank you again to our amazing, always nuclear power plant guest of the day, the Billion Bandz NFT. You are the man. We will catch you all on the flip side. For now, peace.
Love and positivity.